So what's going on, guys? It's Captain America. Hope you guys are well, and thank you so much for coming onto this channel. So as always, starting off with the match stats for this game. So we were playing RB London. We did win 5-0, so it was a strong performance from ourselves. And even when you watch the game, we were dominating in terms of ball control and ball possession, plus like just our counter-attacking was so effective. We did have 8 shots versus 7 from the opposition, but when you do watch the match, it's a bit of a weird one because we were dominating throughout. So I think they had a short period of time when they had quite a lot of shots against us, and then with us with 52% possession. I was playing as a cam, a central attacking midfielder for this game. I did have an 8.0 match rating with an 84 pass percentage accuracy, 94% dribbling accuracy, and then 4 possession ones and 4 possessions lost. And it was a great performance from ourselves. I did mention, the way that we were playing, it was great counter-attacking football. Our pressing was on point as well. And just our general, the way that we were finding space and getting, around the defenders was really good from our team. And man of the match from our side was the GOAT X3, 2 goals and 3 assists from his side. So, well done on him. And in general, the way that the match went, just for your reference, is that, we did keep the clean sheet. It was a 5-0 win. The first goal was a penalty. I did through ball it to Gengar, who was fouled in the penalty area, and then X converting the penalty. And then the second one, it was a header by Khalil, which was a great little, a through ball to X, who just tapped it in. So it was a great little, build-up that we did in order to get into that position for myself. And then X to Khalil, is a great goal again for the third one. And the fourth one, Seb on a really good header. Like, I find it strange, strikers, they have like some of them have really good headers and some don't. But, that was a really good headed goal from Seb. So well done to that. And then the fifth one, again, Seb goal, and it was a pass by X. So overall, a very good performance from the boys. Do enjoy the game. This is our team style. We do play, quick passing football, just like triangular passing as much as we can, and just really like controlling the ball. As I mentioned in my past videos, we've had like over 60% possession in most of our games, and we've just been dominating in terms of like focusing on our passing accuracy, just retaining that ball instead of us being out of balance and just giving away balls which aren't ideal. So we've been playing really good lately, and as mentioned in my previous videos, we have applied, from what I remember, for the Pro League in Germany, like the DE one. So we're going to be, I think, in the Polish league. So it's going to be really exciting because we have been playing against like other full 11 like Pro League teams, and we did play really well against a team, I think that is the champions of France, and we did draw 1-1. So again, it was a great performance on our side overall. Please do enjoy the game. And yeah, so what we're going to be discussing today, guys, is mainly around EA's update and just their update firstly around the game itself for FIFA 23, plus this update that they done, which completely crashed all the servers. Like the video that you're going to see from yesterday, with my CDM build, it just shows like, I don't know what the hell EA do. Like, we faced so many issues, everyone did, where it would upload the installation that is needed for the update of the game, and then it will keep like restarting and rendering that whole installation process, and it just kept saying like some weird file error. But I went on Twitter just to see if it was myself or if anyone else was facing the issues, and it was a global outage in terms of the new update that came out. And then after that, I just couldn't get into the games as well. The EA servers were just broken, so I had to really like uninstall both FIFA as well as Origin in order to get back into the game. And then once I got back into the game, I was then facing issues with EA servers. So it was one of those ones where I didn't play for like 4 days, and it was one of those ones where you just want to relax and you just want to enjoy FIFA or just any game time. Like, it's been busy with work. My sister's getting married as well, so it's one of those ones where it's just been really tiring. All I wanted to do was just play a game, and there were so many issues that were being faced. I was like, oh my god, like, being without FIFA for a week is going to be a bit exhausting. Like, tiring as well, because you haven't played in so long. It's one of those ones where you do miss and crave the game. But no, and in talks like in regards to FIFA 23 and the updates, I've seen so many like YouTube videos that they're doing, EA, with like updates from like pro clubs. So they do like an individual like video for that, then they do like an individual video for, of course, their baby child, which we all know is Ultimate Team. And of course I wanted to check it out, what they were implementing within the Ultimate Team side of things. And there were some areas where I was like, why don't they just do this for pro clubs as well? And one of those ones is like customization. So from what I was watching from the video was that you could have like in the stadium, the crowd, the fans having like a massive banner a customized banner or whatever you want being displayed. So it could be like your club's emblem, for example, and just the customization around that. And that's the thing that EA is lacking. Like they're lacking on the personalization side of things. And what I mean by personalization is, for the pro club scene, like we should be able to like customize our own kits, like completely customize our own kits, as well as like, you know, the emblems, or even like the fans, what they're like, I don't know, the what's it called, the flags that they're having, all of these displays and all of these like decorations and such. We should be able to customize it. And it showed like on Ultimate Team, as mentioned, you know, the baby child of EA as well as FIFA, that they could be able to customize these things. So I don't get how hard it is to, you know, mold it or join it as one, instead of it separating as, you know, Ultimate Team as a separation compared to pro clubs. And another separation, as we all know, is, you know, crossplay is not going to be available for pro clubs in FIFA 23. But again, you know, when the news did come out, it was a lot of disappointment because of the hype that we were getting, that there would be cross-enabled functionality on all consoles. You know, you're talking about PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 as well, from what I was hearing, Xbox as well as PC, being able to play. And it's always one of those ones where you get well excited. You know, like I was from PlayStation 4 before I came over to PC, and I've got so many teams that I was playing with on the PlayStation 4 scene, and it's one of those ones where I do miss playing with those certain individuals and friends. And you know, with PC, of course, I had to start with a new team, but you know when you're looking forward to playing with your friends again, and it's one of those ones where it's a bit disappointed they haven't enabled crossplay. But for Ultimate Team, as well as 1v1s online, they've got crossplay enabled. So I don't know, but from what I've heard, they've said that they're going to be looking at launching crossplay sometime mid-season or something like that, or FIFA 23. If it does go ahead, you know, let's see how it works, and if there's no bugs or any issues that may crash the pro club side of things, or even make it worse than it is. You know, there may be lag. I don't know what things that we're gonna face, you know, if crossplay is enabled mid-season. And again, you know, mainly around the pro club side of things then, and you know, just moving into that, you've got also like the skill points that they were saying would be used for Volta. Like personally, I haven't ever played Volta. I haven't like actually gone into Volta, so I don't know what it is. But from what I've heard, it's like FIFA Street, I think. I don't know, but I used to play FIFA Street ages ago on the PlayStation. That was the days, man. Like the old FIFA Streets were the one, because it was something that was new compared to like FIFA, where you got like full 11. This is just like you got Ronaldinho, for example, doing skills and just playing against the wall and doing, you know, those fire movements like Shaolin soccer and whatever. But no, I think, you know, with the Volta, I've never played it, but you could use your points, or, you know, accumulate it for a larger amount for, I don't know, tattoos or even face masks. But you know what's coming up? Like, they're going to make these microtransactions within the pro club scene. They've already done it in Ultimate Team, you know, where you purchase coins to buy, like, you know, the players that you want at ridiculous prices. And a lot of people do pay a lot of real life money to all of these things. So it's just really silly. And I do hope that they don't do any microtransactions for, you know, pro clubs, because again, it's just one of those ones where every game is doing it, and it comes to the point where it's just ripping it off, like, you know, ripping people off. You know, Call of Duty is where I was before, and you got all of these skins, for example, on these guns and battle passes. I never actually paid for a battle pass or anything like that, because it was just a waste of money for the necessities that you would get. Like, I was always a sniper, but majority of the skins or the guns that they would be launching wouldn't be sniper based, so it's just like there was no point to do that. So let's see what the route they do with FIFA. But yeah, I think FIFA 23, let's just see how it goes, man. Even the corners, you have to do like such specifics, man. Like, it's going to be very interesting, FIFA 23, trying to get accustomed to it. So yeah, let's see how that goes, guys. But also, let me know your thoughts around like EA, what you are looking forward to in like FIFA 23, what you're not, and what you were expecting as well in FIFA 23. As I mentioned, you know, there's a lot of high hopes from the pro club side of things, but again, we're disappointed year on year, and it's one of those ones where it just comes to the point like, when are they going to make these changes? And it's one of those ones as well where every single FIFA, when it does launch, has issues, because from what I was hearing is the fact that they're still on the same platform regardless of what they do. And what they've been doing is just adding on all of these new functionalities and all of these add-ons, let's say, onto this platform, which is now getting overloaded and overboarded, and it's the same old platform. So of course, whenever you go to these new FIFAs, we are facing the same issues every single time. So I don't know, man, they just need to go into a new platform. I think that's why they're separating from like the whole EA thing. I think the FIFA side of things, they changed their name, so I do hope that they go into like a scene where it's just completely separate and they start from a new platform, a new engine, and just build from there. And of course using a lot of the things that they've got already on the FIFA, you know, the games itself, but just adding it on so there's no issues that we face every single FIFA. But no, that's me done ranting about EA, because I did put it on my CDM build as well, a bit of like the frustration I felt with like logging in, but it's all gone. Bygones be gones. But now let's talk about Barcelona, the banter club that it is. Like they're banter club, I'll tell you why, okay? Because they're broke. They haven't played like the salary of their key players like De Jong, for example, Braithwaite. They've also got like Depay, and they're asking for reductions, even further salary cuts for the likes of Piqué and Busquets, who took a salary cut, but they're asking for further salary cuts because they've put themselves in a position as a business and commercially as a business, as I mentioned, where they are broke as a club. And it's the same that we saw with Real Madrid, where they just purchase players at such obscene amounts, and the salary cap as well, if you do realize and look at the analysis on the values and the salaries that each of the Barca players are getting, is so ridiculous, man. Like, it's just so bad. But I do hope that something happens, like they either get relegated to like Division 3, they lose a lot of their assets, for example, in order to like recuperate the costs, because they still, from what I've heard, haven't paid Dortmund for Dembele. And again, like the players' salaries, they haven't paid for the players' salaries since like a number of players have been bought. Like, yes, don't get me wrong, they do get enough money, but if you're owed 7 million and you've put the work in, of course you're going to be demanding pay, and you're not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to take a pay cut because, you know, I haven't got my salary as yet, but I'm going to take a pay cut because my pants are pulled down. Like, it's just so stupid. So I'm glad what the players are doing are, like, for example, De Jong, Braithwaite, as mentioned, and Depay, they've said no, and they're not taking no pay cut. But of course you got the Barca fans that are getting vexed at these players for no reason. Like, it's just dumb. They should be getting vexed at, what is it, Laporta, the bloody chairman, as well as Barcelona's board in general, for their fundamental actions during the transfer windows that have gone sour. Like, they're looking at registering players, but it looks as if, yes, they've somehow sold a lot of their stocks, I think 25% or whatever it was, to this company. So they've got around 85 mil. But again, that 85 mil is not still substantial, even if they were to register, I don't know, 2-3 players of the players that they bought through the summer market. But again, you've bought like, I don't know, 5-6 players, and they're looking at Alonso as well as Bernardo Silva as well to capture. So I don't know what the hell's happening with Barca, but I just hope it's similar to like, what is it, Juventus, where they got demoted down to, I think, the 3rd division of the Italian league. But you had the likes of like Del Piero, I think Cannavaro as well, that just stayed on, and they were like the heroes, man. And the thing is, Barcelona have good youthful players, but they just purchase these so-called names at such a ridiculous price. And I would have expected better from Xavi, man. I thought Xavi would have done really well, similar to like how Arteta's doing at Arsenal. You know, he's got one of the most youthful teams in the Premier League, and he still has that for this season, and he put that trust in them. And Barcelona, need to do more of that with the likes of like Gavi, Pedri, you know, Fati whenever he's not injured. But these are like key players, and their youth, you know, the Messiah, wherever it's called, the academy has always been renowned for like these star players. So it's a bit strange and peculiar situation that Barca is in, but I'm glad that they are in this, because the Spanish league was always very strange how they controlled and managed a lot of these transfers. From what I was hearing is a lot of the money wasn't actually coming from the clubs, it was coming from the Spanish government. So I don't know if that's true, but that Spanish government is broke, and no wonder a lot of their bloody residents are bloody pissed off about Spain, man. Spain is a beautiful country, don't get me wrong, I did get married in Malaga and whatnot, but Spanish people are always very, like, you know, warm and all that, but the government, as well as any other government, is corrupt, isn't it, at the end of the day. So yeah, so let's not talk about that. But yeah, guys, I do appreciate you guys, you know, watching this video as always. Do let me know your thoughts as well as on EA, as well as on Barcelona, what you think's happening with their whole situation, what your thoughts are. You know, there's pros and cons to the whole situation, but there's a lot of cons to the Barca, you know, transfer market, and they're broke, and they're making more signings than Manchester United, for example, which is just pure banter. They've got their pants pulled down throughout the entire summer market, because De Jong's most likely going to go to Chelsea, it looks as if. That just says a lot about Manchester United, man. We'll do that on another day again. Another analysis and a pulling the pants down situation with United again. But thank you so much as always, guys. I appreciate you guys. Do feel free to like and subscribe. And yeah, we'll catch you guys on tomorrow's video. Take care and bye-bye. Nice, Neymar. Well done.